Hey there! Today I wanted to go over the star stitch. So the star stitch is a 2-row repeat, and I have already chained up a multiple of 2 for this, which is the multiple for the stitch, and I have worked single crochets all the way along the bottom, and this will just create a nice little bottom row for the design. So I would recommend ending with single crochets as well when you get to the end of your rows and just want to finish it off. So now that we've done row 1, for row 2 I'm going to turn my work and I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, and this part is where we are going to work into the second chain from the hook in this chain that we just created, and we're just going to pull up a loop into the next chain, insert and pull up a loop into this first stitch, insert and pull up a loop, and then you're going to insert and pull up a loop in the next 2 stitches for 6 loops on your hook. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through all 6 loops, and then finish off with a chain 1 to create the eye that we need to work in next. So that was the first star. For this next star, you're going to go into the eye where you just chained, so maybe chain a little bit more loosely than I did. Insert your hook and drop a loop, and then into this first post right here, you're going to insert your hook and drop a loop, and then into this last work stitch you're going to insert your hook and drop a loop, and then into the next 2 stitches you're going to insert your hook and drop a loop, and you will always have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops on your hook. Yarn over, draw through all, chain 1. And that's all there is to this part of the star stitch. And I will meet you up at the end to show you how to finish off row 2. Okay, so I'm at the end, and the star stitch goes right to that very last stitch of the row. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 6 loops like we've been doing. Chain 1, and you're going to, in order to have a bit more balance, you're going to half double crochet into this very last stitch. And that's the end of row 2. Now for row 3, we are going to turn our work, and then we are going to put in a single crochet into this first stitch. And then we are going to single crochet into the first eye of the star that we finished from the previous row. And then from every other point after this very first eye, you are going to put 2 single crochets into each eye of the star stitch. And you can see the eyes because there's this little jog down here in the stitches that are surrounding them. So here's the eye, the next one, the next one, and again in every following eye you're going to put 2 single crochets into that until the end of the row. And at the end of the row you are going to finish up with a single crochet into the top of the turning chain. So I will meet you up there to talk about what happens next. Okay, so I finished up row 3, and that's how it looks on the back. And then now I'm turning it to show what the front looks like. And this is technically the all that there is to the star stitch. When I say technically, that's it. And you just need 2 rows to complete it to make it look like a full star. And that's all there is to this. So next we'll repeat row number 2. So to do that, again, you just chain 3 and into the second chain from the hook, insert your hook, drop a loop, into the next chain, insert and drop a loop, into that first stitch and into the next 2 from there. And you're always going to have 6 loops on your hook, and then chain 1. Make sure you're not chaining too tightly so that you can get your hook into that eye, and then you're going to go in between the front posts, or that first post as well, and then into the shared stitch, and then collect 2 more stitches after that. And after you get 6 loops, yarn over, draw through all 6, and just keep working along until the end. And again, the repeat for row number 2 is the star stitch across until the last stitch. And in that last stitch, you are going to work a star stitch, but you will also work a half double crochet to balance it out. And then for row number 3, it's the repeat is single crochet into the first stitch, single crochet into the eye of the star from the row below, and then 2 single crochets per eye until the end, where you will place 1 single crochet stitch into the turning chain. And I'm going to work up a few more rows so that I can show you what it looks like at the end, and I'll see you then. Okay, so I've come to the end, and this is what a few rows of the star stitch look like. And then I finished off this final row with a single crochet row just to mirror this bottom piece. And it looks really quite nice. It's a great texture stitch, and it is just really not too thick, but pretty thick, because again, we're collecting 6 loops per star stitch. And yeah, that's really all there is to the star stitch. It's actually quite simple once you get the hang of it, and 2 row repeat. It's just a really nice textured stitch. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope you stay tuned for more. Thanks.